Hello, so glad you're here. Welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna and I am playing along with Sketch Sunday and the crew today because it's Sunday. The sketch is made for us by Ashley of our group. It is an exclusive sketch. We love that, and I love this sketch. I was thinking about using triangles. Here I'm showing you the papers. I'm also using items from my counterfeit kit for this month. I will have information listed below. Um, but we are given a inspiration kit and then we build it from our stash from there. This is my second layout from this kit this month, and it's my second concert photo. So my husband and two daughters went to see Niall Horan. He was of One Direction. And so I have that photo. And then out of this kit, I pulled this frame. And my photo isn't really Ashley's sketch looks like it's a big, it's not 4x4, but I don't know, 5x5 photo to me anyway. And so I like the way the frame then took up some real estate. I was going to put a journaling block in there, but then again, in the kit was this card of flowers, and I just like the way it went in there. So I pull out three different punches with arrows. You'll see I lost it. I lost an arrow. I'm like, where is it? It has to be right here. I'm searching. I never did find that arrow. That's okay. I think it jumped somewhere. So I'm going to punch out some more. But I just took each one of the arrow punches, which each one I think was multiple ones. I take that back. I have three arrow punches, a little excessive, I know. And they're each a little bit different sizes, but one has one arrow, one has two arrows, and one has three arrows. And I will take each one of these pattern papers, except for two actually, and then punch with each one of the punches. So the two that I left are going to be my tags. You can see stick kind of peeking out there. So I am doing the arrows instead of the triangles. I went to I have my punches nicely organized. It's one of the things in my scrapbook room. It's organized. So I have border punches and I have shape punches. So I went to my shape punches, and I don't think that I have either a triangle punch, and I thought maybe like even a square punch. Now I know I could, make squares with my trimmer, but I thought this would be easier. So I don't have either one of those, so I found all of these arrows. So I thought this is a good way. This is a great way to use scraps. Honestly, I could, if I wasn't working with a kit, I would have went into all my scraps and brought some out. But this worked really well. There's lots of scraps here that I can punch from, and I get all those fun colors in there. These are close to my heart papers from a long time ago. They're double-sided, so they have different prints on each side. And I do use some of both sides. Those butterflies, you can't tell it's a butterfly, so I will just use the other side. But we've got a lot of pretty colors going here. And I know that I was punching a lot more arrows than what you see triangles on the layout, but I wanted to have like enough variety. I'd rather have more arrows and then put some in my color boxes than to not have enough and then pull everything out and try to punch some more. But it does lend me to a very good idea, and I will use all of those arrows. So this is from a paper pad from Simple Stories. It is from the 6x8 paper pad True Colors, and it is in my kit, and I trim out this uh, rectangle card because it's going to mimic that frame that's above and below the photo in the sketch. So I just trim it out with my scissors, and then I'm just going to cut it approximately in half, not really, but it's going to get tucked in, so I wasn't too worried, and I wanted that little bit of color to show on each side. There's just that little bit of color on each one. And so I'm going to lay this all out now. I'm going to start laying out my arrows. And when I do that, it is much more like it's going to turn into a column rather than Ashley has really like rather several clumps of the triangles, and it's almost like a thin line. So I will have lots more arrows than she has triangles, and that's okay. And I think you will very much see still the inspiration that I took from the sketch, and that's what it's about, is getting inspiration and going with it. So I'm very happy with the way this turns out. And, I'm trying to do random arrows and random colors. So getting those spread around, um, just, spreading the colors around, spreading the different. I started with the bigger arrows, obviously, and I know that I can kind of fit the smaller ones in around them. I will have everyone listed below that's playing along with Sketch Sunday. That we are on, not only have people on YouTube, but also on Instagram, so check them all out. And then, like I said, I will have the Facebook group for Counterfeit Kit Club listed. There's also a blog that is associated with the Counterfeit Kit Challenge. Here is a Fisker's punch, and I like to show you that it actually has a hole punch on it because I was not aware of that until somebody else showed me. And then I will just tuck those in like is on this sketch. I go off camera to glue all the arrows down, and then at that time I will add a little string to the tags. This picture was taken in July of 24. I do put my layouts in order chronologically, but I do jump around within the last year just to make it fun and exciting for me. And it helps when you're trying to match up photos to certain sketches. Although I'm trying to, use any you can and you can use any photo that you have with the sketch. It wouldn't have to be a 4x6. It wouldn't have to be a 5x5. It could be you could even use three by fours, any size, 5x7, doesn't matter. But I oftentimes will gravitate to more what the sketch looks like. That's just who I am. I believe these I think they're hexagon, stickers are from Paper Studio. They've been in my collection quite a while, and I am planning on using those mostly in the place of the hearts that are on the sketch. They do go with the colors. There are my kit, and there's just a little something else to stick in there. Now, um, like I said, this is the second concert photo I did with this kit, and I don't have concert items in this kit, but I'm trying to teach myself that every layout doesn't have to be so themey. So arrows work with any layout, and you will still know it is a concert layout without having notes on it or musical instruments. Um, there is plenty of room for journaling. I will bring a title in. I'm going to get those hexagon stickers down now. I bring in a title from, I believe it's from Simple Stories. It's a foam title that I like to use. It says fun, and you'll see it come in just a moment while I like kind of line it up, and I will totally forget it, or maybe I did that already, and I will totally forget to put it on the layout. So you will see it in the final photos, but I don't put it down on camera. I'm going with 3 clusters of these hexagons like there is 3 clusters of hearts on the layout. And I used a paper from my kit. It's just kind of a light graph background, and it brings a little bit more interest than just the white. You could do mixed media with this sketch. You could use a colored cardstock, and you could just use white if you wanted to. My finishing touch will be some White Delusions shimmer spray. I did think about using a different color, but the white on, different colors just looks really cool to me. So I I I have used a lot of it. If there's any of my sprays that I might need a refill on, it would be the white. So it must be my favorite. So that does it for me today. Until next time, may your memories always have a home on paper.